Welcome back to Champion News Talk Radio, brought to you by championnews.net. This is Carol Parisi, our founder, Jack Roser, and myself have Michael Carbone. Today we're speaking of school board elections, and really folks actually stepping up to go to these school board meetings. But Michael, you said something during the break that was astounding. 11% turnout for a school board election?
Yeah, in 2011, in my district, in Lake County, we had the shortest or smallest turnout in Lake County for District 46, which makes up the Grays Lake Round Lake School, K-8. We had about 11% turnout. In 09, it was about 15%. And the amazing thing about that is, this is, a lot of folks pay attention to the general election, which is the presidential and statewide, but we forget that these are actually more important, because this is where our tax dollars affect us, who we elect on these local boards.
Our property tax dollars.
Absolutely. And
60% of the real estate tax goes to the schools.
Sometimes up to 68.
It's actually about 68 to 72% of your property tax goes directly to your schools.
And about 80% of that money goes to salaries.
Yeah, 80 to 85% is salary, 15% is just basically running the district. Which is, you can say that's typical in any business. The majority of your business is your overhead, which is your employees, your staff, and your benefits. But yeah, when you have that kind of turnout, which is, to me, it's startling, because you take all your taxing bodies, and they've been doing this every year, is raising their levy, their tax. And we never knew this. A lot more people are educated now in the last couple of years. Because you're hearing about it, people are starting to ask the question, what is going on? Well, it's because you're not voting, and you're not turning out the vote in these consolidated elections.
And this fits really nicely with your property tax business, because now you could inform people where their property taxes are going, and then you show them how to lower by doing comps.
How doubly important the school tax is, because you're paying, the majority of the tax on your home is going into the school that's teaching your kids.
Right.
And that is a doubtful process. Why, I'll tell you, as a businessman, the schools here in Illinois don't prepare people for the work world. We find that 3/4 of the people that apply for jobs with us cannot do 6th grade arithmetic. And it's pathetic how badly the schools are doing a job educating the kids. And it's costing you most of your real estate money.
Isn't the solution to put more money into the problem? I'm only kidding. Michael, I know that you want to say something.
Yeah, well, I just want to encourage people that even if you don't have a child that's in the school, because they expect, well, if you got a kid in the school, you're going to be interested.
Well, you may be hiring the kids, and that's a problem.
You're still paying property taxes. They still have the power to dip in your wallet. This is an excellent opportunity to jump in there and have a say, because as it stands now, the unions have put their own people in. The community has absolutely nobody representing them on the school board. And this is a board that has the ability to do a backdoor referendum and dip into your property taxes without you having a say in it.
Well, that's how they have a say, is by showing up to school board meetings, potentially running for office.
Yes.
How many hours a week does it take to be a school board member?
If you really want to be effective, I would suggest 10 to 20 hours, because there's a lot to learn. I mean, there's a lot of dynamics to the board outside of running your own home. But when you get into all the acronyms and all the different,
Mike, wouldn't it be, we're very interested in this whole thing. That's why we're talking many times on this program and through Champion News and other things. This is a big topic with us. I think when you're bringing to light that we really should get our snoot into preparing a manual about how you run on the school board, because you've got from now till December 24th to get a petition for maybe 50 signatures or more and get on a school board. We have to do that now, because the schools are the prime generator of the huge debt that the state of Illinois is going through. Our state is the worst of them all. We're deeper in debt than anybody, and the thing that has put them in debt like that is the school system. It's your school system. It's where your kids are. This thing cannot continue to be run for the benefit of the stinking IEA teachers union.
It's not the school system. It's
so we are going to help people running for the board, and you really tipped me off. We're going to generate a manual so that they can open it up and find out what the initials mean, about the different parts of how it's run, so that they don't go in there wondering what.
Yeah, actually, you bring up a good point as well to add on to it. There's classes at there's the IASB, the Illinois Association of School Boards, and they'll teach you about the finance and all this stuff, and how to run a good, be a good school board representative and
Who's
official.
giving those classes?
Well, it's
But first you got to learn how to get elected, and that's complicated because the union holds all of the money bags, and also you get these school districts stick their snoot into the school board election where it legally doesn't belong. So we got to get people to understand how you get on the board.
Well, you're right. You want to understand that, and then you want to understand the dynamics of a school board. You want to understand the levy process. There's just a few things that you really need to focus on, and then you can let the administrators and do all the work. What it is the administrators are doing all the work, and you're not asking the good questions. But the levy process, how are we? It's a lot of it's all financial on that side. Those are the questions that.
So somebody with a good finance background would be an excellent school board member, right?
Well, finance, but even
Yes.
I bring it down all the way down to the homeowner. A person who runs a tight ship at home is a good person because they'll ask the questions and they'll do the homework.
Yeah, my favorite word, budget. I don't like that word. You know what? I think if you're listening to this show and you want to run for school board, contact Champion News. Contact editor@championnews.net, and we'd love to be able to talk to you, have you in, take a look, and potentially help with that. Michael, did you have anything you want to say real quick before we go to break?
Just get involved.